All right, one sample Wilcoxon test. We have our one sample Wilcoxon.mtw data file. This data file is made up of 16 data points, and these data points represent the reaction time to an antacid by this pharmaceutical company. And the question the pharmaceutical company has is the reaction time of their newly developed antacid less than 12 minutes? And so we want to find out, is it less than 12 minutes? First, we want to look at the data with our graphical summary and determine, is the data normal or not? And with a p-value of 0.014, it is less than 0.05. Therefore, we will reject the null hypothesis. The null being, for a normality test, the null being that the data are normal. We're going to reject that and conclude that the data are not normal. And in this situation, we have two options for testing against a median value. We can use a one sample sign test or a one sample Wilcoxon. And the biggest difference between the two are going to be the underlying assumptions that the one sample Wilcoxon makes, and that is that the data come from a symmetrical distribution. So to be on the safer side of things, I commonly or more typically use the one sample sign to be safe if you haven't evaluated your data and determined that it's from a symmetrical data set. In this situation, we are showing you how to use the one sample Wilcoxon test, and therefore that's what we're going to do. And we're going to go to stat non-parametrics, one sample Wilcoxon. We're going to put time in our variables. We're testing against a median of 12, and the question was, is it less than 12 minutes? So our alternative hypothesis here is going to be less than 12. I'm going to click OK and take a look at our results here. So let's start with our null and alternative hypothesis. We're going to look at that. The null hypothesis here, we said H naught is that the reaction time is 12 minutes. The alternative hypothesis is that the reaction time is less than 12. And the p-value being greater than 0.05 tells us we're going to fail to reject the null. So greater than 0.05, we fail to reject the null, and therefore we must conclude that the null hypothesis is the accurate statement. In this case, the pharmaceutical company's median reaction time is 12 minutes, and they cannot state that it's less than 12 minutes based on this sample data set. One sample Wilcoxon. Thank you.